Welcome back to Mini-Modelog. So this week I'm doing the unboxing of the shade paint set. I've not done a paint set for a while, mainly because I've not needed any. So, and then when I started looking into painting the Shadespire stuff, I realised I needed different colours, and basically what I'm trying to do is actually paint them up as they are on the Games Workshop site. So I'm using Duncan's videos. If you've not seen those videos, I'll pop a link for them down below to their playlist, and I'm using those to actually paint my warbands. But it made me realise I needed 3 or 4 different shades, so I thought, well, time to do another paint set unboxing. So let's get into the Citadel shade paint set. So let's take a look inside here. Now obviously, like a lot of them, you get so many pots. I think you get 8 pots and a paintbrush with this. I paid about £19, which is a bit cheaper than what they do at Games Workshop. I think it's about 22 at Games Workshop. Obviously I went to Element. I'll pop a link down below for what that is. The difference is the pots are slightly smaller. So let's just unbox this out. So compared to a standard shade pot, which is a little bit bigger, these come in the standard Citadel size paint pots. So you don't quite get as much shade as you'd get if you bought them separately, but you do get your shade paintbrush, which is I think it just says shade, so I don't think it's a medium brush or what, but you get a paintbrush with it. And the colours you get are Agrax Earth Shade, Reikland Fresh Shade, Caribou Crimson, Seraphim Sepia, Nuln Oil, Beeltang Green, Drakenhof Nightshade, and Cassandra Yellow. So it sort of does most of the sort of colours you'd want for shades. I picked it up because I needed some more Agrax, I needed some Reikland, I needed some more Nuln Oil, and I needed some Seraphim Sepia, mainly because I'm doing my Shadespire models at the moment. So with, for example, Stormcasts, I've done them in gold, and then I'm going to put Reikland Fresh Shade over the top and then highlight in other golds. Agrax Earth Shade for doing rust effects, Seraphim Sepia to go on top of Xandri Dust, and then Ushtabi Bone to do bone work, which I'll be doing on the Sepulchral Guard at some point. So this for me was perfect. Obviously, if I go through those pots quickly, I'll replace them with the larger pots. But those larger pots are £3 something a pop. So when you start looking at it, for the 3 or 4 I needed, you were looking at around £12 anyway. This set 19, gives me a few extra spares. So that's everything in this one. I'll pop a link to my other paint set unboxings, which I've done, obviously the base paint set, the dry paint set, and then of course the essential set, which is probably the best one if you're a starter. These are if you're trying to add to your collection and trying to get a lot of colours for relatively a good price. And of course you always get a paintbrush, which if you're like me and you don't tend to buy the Games Workshop paintbrushes, you buy third-party ones, it's a good way to sort of get a set of Citadel paintbrushes as well. But that's everything for now. Hopefully my subscribe button should be popping up. Last week's video, which is mid-month news, should pop up, as well as the sort of playlist for my other paint set. But I'll see you next week, which will be what I bought this month, episode 13. Not sure what I'm buying yet. I think it might be one of the Shadespire warbands and maybe some more paint, but we'll see. But I'll see you next time.